When the federal government makes up its mind, it can come. If it doesn't want to come, the owners of the sovereignty are well in a position to proceed with what they need to do.
Seeking referendum.
We are going forward, it will go all the way to referendum. Constitutions have been prepared, and the window for dealing with it together is still open in the 30 days of consultations that will have to happen. Now the media of Nigeria. Questions?
Number one.
Announce yourself to the hearing of everybody. Hold on.
Hold on, please. We are taking only 3 questions. Number 1, Alaroye. Number 2, Punch. Number 3, Inspiration FM. Which one do you recognize? Punch is number 2. Which one is number 3? Inspiration FM. Do you recognize?
Radio Nigeria.
Radio Nigeria. Where's Radio Nigeria?
Hold on, sir. 1 print, 1 radio, 1 TV.
Okay. Inspiration is radio. Okay. Radio Nigeria is number 3. Inspiration is number 4. Number 1, please.
Okay, Baba. Àwọn bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe ń fọn rere ìdádúró orílẹ̀-èdè Oòduà.
Hold on. This interview is going on a TV platform in London. The whole world is listening. We must speak in a language they can. The whole day is connected with over 500 rebroadcasts. So please let the question be asked so that the answer can go to the whole world at the same time. It's a live program. Please put your briefly in English.
As we are pushing for self-actualization of Oòduà nation, some people are clamoring for justice structuring. Don't you think the aspiration of those politicians will be a plug in the way of actualization of Oòduà nation?
Well, the press conference of today is by the Nigerian Indigenous Nationalities Alliance for Self-Determination, of which the Yoruba bloc is one. The Eastern bloc is there. The middle belt is there.
We want Yoruba nation.
There's the question of
restructuring again. Anybody that want to ask any question here, don't mention restructuring. We want Yoruba nation.
Now, the question of restructuring
does not arise.
Which country do they want to? The constitution that creates and defines relationship in the union is now out. The union is at an end as far as that constitution is the basis.
So which country
do they want to restructure? The business to be done now is to see whether what the nationalities that were trapped here since 1914, since 1999 by that constitution will do with their sovereignty. But first order of business, if that constitution must be completely out of everybody's life, Yoruba will take back their sovereignty and decide what they do with their neighbors. If there's anybody in the union who has embraced a civilization that requires him to kill others as infidels, or who say he's born to rule others because he's of one stock, ethnic stock or the other, then the rest of Nigeria is saying very clearly to them today that that union imposed on everybody by them, in which lives are no longer sacrosanct. The federation we're supposed to be is no longer a federation. The secular union we're supposed to be is no longer in place because some people embrace Sharia. All of that put together, there's no Nigeria that can be restructured right now. The constitution that creates Nigeria is in this state. Hello? Are we still there?
Go ahead, ask your question. He says,
Unmute. Right.
Okay,
where did we lose? Where did we leave out?
hold on.
No, Punch. You didn't hear the question Punch asked.
Punch has not
Was it really Nigeria? Please repeat your question. So I can answer again. They didn't hear. Yes, what?
Aláròyé is Yoruba.
Yes,
Aláròyé, you have the floor.
He already has.
okay, let's carry on.
No, Yoruba ni Aláròyé now.
No, let's carry on.
Also Yoruba.
Let me answer the question again. Hold on. Can you hear me?
We are fighting for Yoruba.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Are you sure they're hearing us?
We need to say anything you want to say here in Yoruba. You can translate with them.
Exactly.
Can we
Ṣé àwọn èèyàn ń gbọ́ ṣé wọ́n ń gbọ́ ọ̀pọ̀ táwọn sọ́wọ́ yìí? Ẹ check phone. Ó lọ.
Okay. Can I?
Aláròyé.
If you can take it from
Béèrè ní
here.
èdè abínibí wa.
Ó gbọ́ English náà.
They can't hear anything. There's too much noise in their studio. Every single thing happens here. They are hearing every conversation.
So let us keep it cool.
Please,
Who is the next question? Who is the next
let's
question?
have one house, please. It's disturbing the signal. Thank you.
Can we carry on? Can you hear us now? Okay. The last question was from Aláròyé, and he was asking about the matter of restructuring. That some people are clamoring for restructuring at a time we are making all these propositions, and that how do we deal with all of it? The answer I was given on behalf of Ninas is that there is a union dispute around the very country, Nigeria. The constitution that creates and defines the relationship in that union is in distress. The owners of the sovereignty that are corralled into Nigeria are pulling back their signature from the forged instrument. They've rejected the constitution that creates the union. Their sovereignty is on the table now. Yoruba is taking back its sovereignty. The eastern part and the middle belt are taking back their sovereignties, and they will decide what they will do next with their sovereignty until it goes all the way to referendum. If after 90 days the operators of Nigeria do not want to come to table for us to work it out together, the sovereignty of the components are in their hands. It is up to them to decide what they do with it, and nothing will stand their way until they get to where they recover it fully. The people talking about restructuring, people should ask them back, which country do they want to restructure? There's no union. The union of Nigeria is distressed at this moment, and the sovereignties of the constituent components is not dependent on anybody to agree with them or not agree with them. Yoruba wants out.
Next question.
Everybody else wants out. Next question, please.
Punch.
My question is, in this situation, we still have government. We have the state government.
Yes.
I mean, the state governors. We have six governors of 6 states of Southwest.
Yes.
Now, how do we ensure there is no confusion? Do you have the support of the governors of the Southwest, or is this going to run in spite of them?
We issued our collective position. The indigenous nationalities of Nigeria across the whole of the South and Middle Belt issued a proclamation on the 16th of December. In that proclamation, and I will invite the media to please go back to it, Guardian newspaper has it on the front page today. The New Telegraph has it at the back page today. The website of the Ninas, www.freedomfromnigeria.com. Let all the media houses go and read the proclamation itself, because we spoke about this in that proclamation, that we recognize there's a government in place. We're not anarchists. We have offered, Ninas has offered those operating the Nigerian union, the Nigerian government at this time, the Nigerian state at this time, we offered them a transitioning. We said, look, let the existing governance structures remain in place so that we can go to exactly what South Africa did with our apartheid constitution in 1990 that lasted 4 years before they got to new things. Therefore, If after 90 days they are not coming forward,
Since after 90 days.
since they haven't come forward, we again said today, you go and read what we put out today, that there's another 30 days that will commence from midnight of March 17, 2021, within which the elected representatives of the three blocks in the alliance, the component, the regions in the alliance, that is, elected representatives from Yoruba land, from the eastern part, including the south and southeast, from the middle belt, they have been recalled, they have been invited to come home to their respective regions to consult, because the next step after what has been done already, as we said in that proclamation of 2020, the next step, which is the reconsideration of our allegiance to that constitution, will affect those people who are in Abuja representing these alliance blocks. And so we just are given another 30 days within which they should come to discuss with the people they represent in that Abuja and all the other people who are acting on behalf of with that constitution. So in that 30 days, in the press conference text of today, we again reminded the federal government that the window is still open for them to turn up, but we're not waiting for them for anything. The constitution is in distress. The sovereignties of the people who are trapped in this union by that constitution is on the table for them to work out an orderly way of retrieving them. The governors, again, we already told our people to please work with the governors in the interim. The state assemblies work with the governors. Anything that constitution prevented them from doing before, they have to just sit down, and if they have to pass laws, if they have to make regulations, to go and begin to do those things. The security of their people cannot depend on anything anybody is saying from anywhere else. The assets that belong to them that have been taken away against that exclusive list,
Yes.
the action that have been taken by the owners of Nigeria in exercise of their sovereignty, puts that exclusive list on the side. We're in Ibadan today. As we were coming here, I was looking at the newspapers. The governor of Oyo State is asking the people in Abuja to remove solid minerals from the exclusive Inspiration FM, please.
Okay, when Professor was reading his speech,
Yes.
he mentioned referendum.
Yes.
And we all saw how Brexit went.
Yes.
Now the question is Yoruba race ready to present a common front with other blocks to get this done? That's my question.
They've been working. They've been working for 21 years now. We're only at the terminal stage of a long process to retrieve our sovereignty that have been hijacked by the carcass of the defunct federation. Nigeria as a federation collapsed in 1966. The people who seized the carcass and who now managed to impose a constitution that pretends that Nigeria is still in place, the Nigeria we agreed upon was to be a federation, was to be a secular union, was to be a union of equal partnership. Yeah. Some people hijacked it. It is our sovereignty that we're talking about now, because they put our signature on the forged instrument by which they're holding our sovereignties and our assets. What we have done now is we're just bringing a framework for an orderly transition from where we are now, where that constitution has collapsed and the unitary union is at an end, to the thing that will replace it. That's where the referendum comes. The global community is listening. The UN had come here in 2019 to announce to the rest of the world that the killings going on here is on account of our constitution that is like pressure cooker for injustice. The UN Special Rapporteur to Nigeria, Agnes Callamard. And so we've come to where we just need to take the balance of the process that will free those sovereignties so that we can enter into fresh protocols. There's no quarrel. You can see the Yoruba is here, the Middle Belt, everybody's here. The people who are causing the problem, who are killing in all the places, are the only problem we have. So those people who owe it a duty of faith to kill everybody else, those people who say we cannot be in a union of equal partnership, are just the ones we have just to put a process to it so it doesn't become disorderly. We hope and pray that those who are in government house will listen to their people and come for us to work it all out together, because people are already resorting to self-help. Only statesmen, the people, the Ninas, is a gathering of statesmen that are now saying we must stop this before it gets, consumes everybody.
That has to talk. Because that question is referring
Now, Professor Kitoye will, give his own answer to that question.
Yes, the new day has actually been proclaimed. We have reached a point at which we can define our status. We are going to define our status by the action that we now take. We have claimed our sovereignty back. The important thing now is how are we going to structure our sovereignty, our self-determination, and the steps are clear. We need a referendum. And we will ask the United Nations to come and do the referendum, the type that they did in Sudan. So that there will be a referendum for the Yoruba people, asking the Yoruba people, what do you want? Continued membership of Nigeria or your own country? It will ask the people of the East the same question. It will ask the people of the Middle Belt the same question. Then secondly, each group must sit down expeditiously and now present their picture of themselves to the world. Where is the map of your country? You might think that those things are not important. They are the most important things in what we are doing now. Where is the map of your country? Of the country you are talking about. Where is the map of it?
and the Constitution.
Who are the people who are in that territory? In the case of the Yoruba, we can answer, oh, we the Yoruba people are in that territory, surrounded by the boundaries of that map. How do you want to govern yourself? That means we must write a constitution. And for the Yoruba people, it is easy. We are one nation. We can sit down, appoint our lawyers from every direction to write our constitution. And they can get it done very quickly. Every group must have its own constitution. Because the world is going to ask for that. Before the United Nations will say, okay, we are going to organize a referendum for you, they want to see those things. So we must produce them now. That's it. And then
all the youth, all the Yoruba youth in this our land support our father. We are on support our father because we know this is our father, this is our real father that he know that he know to fight for our rights in our land, to come and disturb our father, our farms, our sister. If you are meet any Fulani husband, we are ready to face him and destroy them. Starting from now.
Of course.
If any police attack us for that, we are ready for them. We are ready. Yoruba people ready to this country. We are ready to face the country that you don't have mercy for Yoruba.
We have taken back our territory.
Yesterday, we meet my father. I meet some maybe like a 5-year-old boy, 6 years. There's no father. They don't have house to sleep. They don't have anything. If you see all these small boys, they smoke in India air. I swear.